Hey, bro, hit my intro.
What's happening, my visionaries? It's your man Jay Rock. Back in effect, I'm live and direct, and I'm coming at your neck with yet another video, baby. The video, man, as always, just like, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, then just do it if you want to do it, because Jesus said this was the right thing to do. What's happening, my visionaries? Your man Jay Rob, man, back up in this thing with yet another video, man. Yes, indeedy. So, you see the title, man. We about to check out Jane's Addiction. Jane Says. What does Jane say? What is her statement? I don't know. We're going to find out once we listen to the track. But it has been a minute since I've done an individual video for Jane's Addiction. Last week, I believe it was last week on my live stream, which you can check out every Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless otherwise informed. I do live stream at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. Come out there, we listen to the music, we have fun, we have a good time, great interaction. But I reacted to Jane's Addiction. I think it's Just Admit It. I think that's the name of the track. And it's been a while. It was before that I reacted to Jane's Addiction. I think the song is called 3 Days. Yeah, 3 Days. So I'm not as familiarized with Jane's Addiction. I've only heard 2 songs, and the 2 songs that I've heard from them, the first one I definitely enjoyed, but they've not impacted me to the point to where I can say I can, really classify how I feel about them. So perhaps this song will, give me some further clarity. We'll see though. Anyhow, without further ado, let me put on my headphones of truth. Bam, and we gonna do what it do. Jane's Addiction, Jane Says. Let's do it. Okay. Start with some acoustic guitar and some what kind of sounds like a steel drum. Like the double vocal effect too. That's one of my favorite effects vocally. Very folksy somewhat, the instrumentation. I love that build up too. Kind of crescendos on the chorus.
She did, man, and she starts crying. She take a swing, man. She can't help. She don't mean no harm. She just don't know what else to do about it. And Jane goes to the store at 8. She walks up on St. Andrew.
wonder if the lead singer is from a different country or not from the States or from England, perhaps. I just like his kind of inflection, but it almost seems to me if someone who's I don't know, because phonetically people sound different when they sing. English people who have a particular accent, they sound more phonetically. They sound different when they sing. You know. I wonder if this guy's. That's just a interesting thought I was having. I do like the cadence though. It kind of languid. It kind of lingers. Like she waits and get. There's a sort of kind of like a hidden despair within his voice. I don't know. That could just be me, just reaching a bit. I do like the strum guitar chords though. Very simple, but effective. I hear some kind of percussion in the background. Well, it sounds like a wood block, but not sure what it is. Oh, I like that on the cadence. Oh yeah, so that is a steel drum, I believe. Very interesting song. Very interesting song. Yeah, very interesting song though. Just about the compositional execution of the song, I believe it was very beguiling, to say the least. I do like the juxtaposition between the kind of almost somewhat generic, instrumentation with just the strum chords and the kind of steel drum that comes in, throughout the duration of the track. But it's pretty much just guitar, acoustic guitar, and then like some sparse sounding percussion. I'm not sure if that's wood blocked or what that is necessarily, but there is percussion in it. And the bass, which is kind of hard to hear for me, and then you have that juxtaposed to his kind of very eccentric, who's the lead singer, by the way? Perry Farrell, his kind of sort of eccentric, vocalizations. He is American, by the way. Okay, so I thought he may have been. He just has a unique way of singing. And then also juxtaposed to what the lyrics to me indicate, because I had some initial presuppositions about the lyrics when I was reading them. And so like verse 1, it's almost like you're going through an evolution of a human being, and specifically a human being who lacks the objective psychological capabilities to understand and traverse and navigate the world around them. So what I mean by that is, look at the first verse. It says, "I'm done with Sergio. He treats me like a rag doll. She hides the television. She says, I don't want him nothing." So we just presume from that Sergio is maybe someone she was romantically involved with, that he was abusive towards her, and that she, decided to part ways with the relationship. And she says she hides the television, so she's hiding her stuff, says, I don't know nothing. So she proclaimed that she doesn't owe him anything for having such a irreputable relationship. But he said if he comes back again, now this is the interesting part that I noticed when I was first listening. But if he come back again, tell him wait right there for me or try again tomorrow. Gonna kick tomorrow. Gonna kick tomorrow. So I'm not sure if perhaps this is her saying that you sort of get that the traumatic psychological dysfunction in her mind. So at one instance, she's done with Sergio. She's done with he's very abusive. She's done with that. But if he comes back, tell him wait for me, hear from me, or try again tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. And I kind of interpret that initially as her saying, this is kind of allegorical or it's a narrative. So within the song, the narrative of the song, like I'm going to defeat my, inhibitions, right? That's how I initially interpreted it. Then verse 2, you have you seen my wig? I feel naked without it. So that to me was some form of indication of her inability to objectively face or traverse or navigate the world without some form of veil to conceal her. Hear me out. She knows they all want her to go, but that's okay, man. She don't like them anyway. So perhaps she's, I just presume from this, she's someone who has a opinion and perceptions of everyone in the world except herself. So she's able to perceive everything beyond herself, but not able to perceive objectively anything within herself. So she knows that they all want her to go, but that's okay, man. She don't like them anyway. So it's some form of deflection. It's mentally trying to portray yourself as the victim, which she could be, but in the situation where perhaps maybe you're not, maybe you're victimizing yourself, or you're creating something illusory which doesn't even exist, but you're producing an issue where it doesn't exist. Interesting to me, very interesting. I could be completely bloviating about this. It could make no sense at all. It could be something very simple, but we'll find it out in a second. So she says, I'm going away to Spain when I get some money saved. So we just presume that she is in, obviously in a low economic status, that she has these dreams, these aspirations of going away, traveling the world when she gets some money saved. Going to start tomorrow, which is indication of procrastination. I'm going to kick tomorrow. So she, at the end of each verse, reiterates that I'm going to kick tomorrow. So it's almost like someone who's addicted, right? Constantly proclaiming to themselves that they're going to kick it tomorrow, that they're going to defeat tomorrow, that they're going to be victorious against this adversity and this adversarial opponent, which is life, which is their own, what ails them. So she get mad, then she start to cry. She take a swing that she can't hit. She don't mean no harm. She just don't know what else to do about it. So to me, this was indicative of two concepts. So she has these unrelenting what am I trying to say? She has these unrelenting emotional outbursts. She has it's persistent cognitive dissonance. She has perhaps she doesn't have any sort of mental cohesion to understand that, but she takes a swing. She can't hit. She don't mean no harm. So this is now the sort of narrator, the one who's outside the perspective, kind of interjecting and saying she don't mean no harm. She just don't know, which very well may be the case. And which is, judging from this, she don't know. She's unaware of her own inhibitions. Then verse 3, then she goes to the store. Jane goes to the store at 8 o'clock. She walks up to St. Andrews, which is, I'm not sure where that is. I think it's in California. She waits and gets her dinner there. She pulls her dinner from her pocket. Jane says, I've never been in love. I don't know what it is. She only knows if someone wants her. I only want them if they want me. I only know. So it's sort of a neurotic, somewhat narcissistic personality, but it's not that that simplistic to just narrow it down to that kind of moral absolutist standpoint. So it's like she goes to the store, she walks up on St. Andrews, she gets her dinner, she pulls a dinner from her pocket, which I assume is kind of what we ascertained earlier about her being of a low economic status. Then she says she, confesses that she's never been in love. She doesn't know what it is, as we understand from her initial abusive relationship, that she is constantly teetering on the edge of complete and utter insanity, abysmal insanity. And as my man Nietzsche states, that if you gaze in, I'm paraphrasing, but if you gaze into the abyss long enough, it will gaze onto you. That is to me, that is a perfect surmise, a perfect summation of this entire character, this entire individual. She doesn't know what love is, but she says that this is the duality of her mental instability. She says she only knows if someone wants her. So from the understanding about the procrastination, she doesn't involve herself in things that she's not assured of. Because she only knows if somebody wants them, and she only wants them if they want her. So she's in a scarcity, a mental state of fear of the unknown, which most human beings have. All of us have experienced that. Then it goes back to she gets mad. So now, Genius, this was my interpretation of it. So it's almost like that we're watching the evolution of someone with struggling, psychological trauma and issues, that sort of evolution or that sort of aspect of their daily lives. And then I read the Genius, and it says that it's just about this lead singer's housemate who was a smart girl, but she was addicted to drugs. So that was my interpretation of it. But a more simplistic one is that she's just addicted to drugs, and but those sort of psychoanalytical assertions that I had still stand, but they're derivative of the root, which is drug abuse, which is substance abuse. There you go. Okay. Anyway, I enjoyed the track, man. I definitely did like it. It was definitely interesting and intriguing track. I may check out some more Jane's Addiction. I'm not sure how long it'll be, but let me check out some more, man. Put it down in the comment section below. And with that being said, I haven't said it in so long, and I just said it. Oh well. As always, visionaries, I salute to you. Remember, I'll say best, never stress. Remember, always do your very best. Live, love life. Because why? Because life is beautiful. That's why. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side, man. Whew. Deuces. Mwah.
Puro. Tá puro.